Whenever the topic of having civil discourse in the workplace comes up, it's usually tied to a conflict, and it's usually being expressed because the person feels like they just can't say whatever's on their mind, and people aren't receptive enough to their viewpoints. The reality is if we want civil discourse, we have to remember that we're inviting someone else in to the conversation, and we have to be thoughtful about their experience. So, first off, let's start with considering the context. That means thinking about where am I having this discourse? Is it in front of other people? Is it the proper time for things? Is this the right meeting to have this discussion? Am I having this discourse and debating ideas in front of someone else's manager or their power dynamics inside of that meeting? Maybe what I'm doing is giving feedback to somebody about their performance. Am I the right person to give that feedback? Are they prepared to have that feedback with me? Have I set the stage for them to be able to give feedback back to me? Beyond the context, we also have to check ourselves and look at our intent. What's your authentic goal for wanting to have this conversation? Are you just looking to put people in their place? Are you trying to show how right you are? Is it a competition? What is your reason for doing this? Ideally, it's so that everybody involved really gets to create the best possible outcome together. That means that you're taking into account that different viewpoints can come into play. After you've checked your intent, make sure that you get permission. This doesn't have to be formal, but you want to make sure that the other people or person understands what it is that you're trying to achieve and is on board to have this kind of conversation. When we surprise people with criticisms or debate or conflict, a lot of times they feel like things are coming out of left field, and it ends up destroying trust, causing stress, frustration, probably on both ends. And no matter how polite we are, the civility feels like it's gone out the window. But when people are able to buy into the conversation, they feel safer. They're usually more focused on how do we do good work together, which leads us to the next one. Make sure that you're prioritizing trust. When trust is broken in the workplace, we use so much energy, cause so much additional stress to one another, and it really hurts productivity. However, when there is a great deal of trust established, we end up being able to jump right in and have productive conflict and get ideas to float around and build off of one another. We're able to take diverse perspectives and collaborate and generate ideas that we couldn't possibly have done on our own. And finally, to set this up for success, you want to play catch. What I mean by that is a lot of times we go into these types of civil discourse, and the reality is we deliver our message like we just hit a tennis ball across the net, and our goal is to end the game and win. Instead, we want to play catch, throwing the ball so it's easy for the other person to receive our message and that they're actually interested in throwing the ball back to us and staying in play. Having civil discourse in the workplace means considering the context, checking your intent, getting permission, prioritizing trust, and playing catch.